pole sitter, Chase Briscoe. And on the inside comes William Byron. Off turn 4 comes William Byron. Does he have enough? You betcha he does! William Byron, so close!
Everyone thought the Iowa Corn 350 was finally going to break Chase Briscoe's streak of near misses. He had the pole position, a lightning-fast car, and the lead in his hands. But what happened in the final stage left fans stunned and Briscoe questioning everything. Briscoe started on pole for the 6th time this season, a stat that confirms his one-lap speed is elite. But what continues to haunt him is the inability to convert those poles into victories. At Iowa, it wasn't a lack of pace that held him back. It was something more frustrating. The car just kind of died when it mattered most. He had stalked Byron for laps, waiting for the perfect moment. Chase Briscoe said, "Thought I was really in the catbird seat." Briscoe said, "I just got there and kind of stalled out." Then came the same wall he's hit over and over this year. Turbulent air, traffic, and a narrow repaved track surface that left no margin for adjustments. As he closed on Byron, the momentum vanished. Dirty air took over. The repaved Iowa Speedway, while offering more grip, funneled drivers into a single groove. When Briscoe reached the rear of Byron's car, he felt the air shift and his own machine stall. It wasn't engine failure or driver error, it was just physics. The kind of racing reality that makes wind slip through your fingers.
Go William Byron, good restart. Chase Briscoe's trying to go with him.
It wasn't the first time this has happened. Dover, Sonoma, and now Iowa have all ended with Briscoe finishing second. He admitted he should have been more aggressive at Dover. At Sonoma, there was simply no touching Shane Van Gisbergen. But Iowa was the most bitter yet. He truly believed he had the race under control, until he didn't.
Course runaway. Shane Van Gisbergen dominates and wins Sonoma.
You are unbelievable, man.
Adding to the sting was a controversial moment earlier in the race. On a restart, Briscoe got loose in the bottom groove and spun out Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell. Both drivers are not just competitors, but Toyota teammates. It was a wreck that shook up the race and could have damaged relationships within the camp. Briscoe didn't run from it. Chase Briscoe did also issue an apology to Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell after catching them with some contact that spun out both drivers. He explained, "First off, I just want to apologize to the 45 and the 20. He said, "That was just a really boneheaded move on my part. Got in there and got loose and ruined their day. That's 100% on me." In an era where blame is often shifted or downplayed, Briscoe owned up to it. That doesn't erase the incident, but it shows a level of accountability that may soften the blow within the Toyota camp. Despite the misstep, his recovery was remarkable. After the caution and the traffic reshuffling, he found himself buried in the pack. But lap by lap, he clawed his way back. The strategy became about fuel conservation. The final green flag run stretched 144 laps, and as Byron tiptoed across the line with fumes in the tank, Briscoe crossed just 1.2 seconds behind. It was a statement run, the kind of race that shows a driver's resilience, but it was also another missed opportunity. A podium without the prize, a second-place finish that felt more like a reminder of what could have been. That's now 3 podiums in 4 races for Briscoe, including back-to-back runner-ups. In the standings, it's keeping him solidly in playoff contention. He now sits 8th, closing in on teammate Ryan Blaney for 7th. The points are there. The speed is undeniable. The issue is execution, especially when it counts. Briscoe's team, now part of the Joe Gibbs Racing stable, has shown flashes of brilliance. The Bass Pro Shops Toyota has been a rocket on Saturdays, dominating qualifying and showing strength early in races. But Sundays have been harder. Restarts, traffic management, and fuel strategy have created hurdles that Briscoe and his team are still trying to clear. This latest result has sparked more than just internal discussions. Briscoe openly questioned the Iowa Speedway layout post-race. "I wish they'd repave this place all the way to the wall, just so we could have more room to move around," Briscoe said. His frustration was clear. In a car that felt capable of winning, he couldn't make a move because the track wouldn't let him. In truth, the Iowa Corn 350 highlighted a broader problem in NASCAR's current short-track package. Drivers increasingly struggle to pass once they enter the dirty air bubble. What used to be thrilling dogfights have turned into processions of stalled momentum. Briscoe's run was just the latest evidence of how tough it is to overcome clean air advantages. This isn't just a Briscoe problem. Many drivers have voiced concerns about how difficult it has become to make legitimate passes without forcing contact or hoping for a mistake. It shifts the outcome of races more toward qualifying position and pit lane timing than raw racecraft, which frustrates both teams and fans. NASCAR has acknowledged these complaints, but solutions have been slow to materialize. Yet Briscoe refuses to let frustration morph into excuses. He knows he should have closed the deal. He knows this is becoming a pattern. The question now is whether this stretch of second-place heartbreaks will fuel a breakthrough or lead to more disappointment. Looking ahead, the schedule doesn't get easier. Watkins Glen and Daytona loom, both tracks where chaos reigns. For Briscoe, that may be a good thing. Strategy and unpredictability often level the playing field, and his team has proven they can adapt on the fly. But it will also test something more critical: mental toughness. With each near miss, the pressure builds. Fans start asking why. Analysts begin dissecting every turn, every pit call, every move. Internally, the whispers grow louder. Is Briscoe just fast, or is he closer? So far, he's said the right things, owned the bad moments, shown gratitude for the support of his crew. But the reality is simple. Second place only satisfies for so long. The playoff system rewards wins. Momentum is real. And for Chase Briscoe, the window to become a legitimate championship threat is open, but not for much longer. He has the tools, the car, the team, the experience. What he needs now is a Sunday where everything goes right and he doesn't get caught behind dirty air or traffic, a race where he doesn't just recover to second, but dominates to the finish. Maybe it comes at Watkins Glen. Maybe it's Daytona. But wherever it happens, it needs to happen soon. Because while second place gets you interviews and points, it doesn't get you trophies. Chase Briscoe has proven he belongs in the conversation. He's shown consistency, poise, and character. Now he just needs to show he can finish. The kind of finish that doesn't end in what-ifs or apologies. The kind of finish that gets remembered. If Iowa proved anything, it's that Briscoe is right there. But right there isn't the same as being on top. And after Iowa, the only thing more painful than losing is knowing you had the car to win and still didn't. That's the burden Chase Briscoe carries into the next race. Not just a loss, but a lesson. Not just a podium, but a missed opportunity. The difference between a good season and a great one may come down to whether he can finally close the deal. If you want more behind-the-scenes insights like this and want to stay updated on every dramatic twist in the NASCAR season, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Will Briscoe finally break through, or are more near misses coming? Let us know what you think.